Welcome to HFY Vault channel. Real stories, real feelings. If you feel something today, stay with us.
He hid an alien fugitive in his garage. What happened changed humanity forever. No one noticed the strange blue light that night. The street was quiet. Dogs were sleeping. Lights were off. The world was normal. But inside a small garage at the end of the road, something impossible was hiding. A man stood frozen, holding a wrench in his shaking hand. His heart was beating fast. His breath was short. In front of him was not a car, not a machine, not a thief. It was an alien. The creature was tall but weak. Its skin was silver gray and cracked like dry earth. Dark blood slowly dropped onto the concrete floor. Its eyes were wide, full of fear. And then, in a soft broken voice, it spoke in English. "Please, don't call them." At that moment, the man had a choice. One call could change everything. He did not know it yet, but what he decided next would change humanity forever. His name was Daniel Carter. Daniel was not a hero. He was not special. He was a simple man who fixed old cars for a living. He lived alone, paid his bills late, and watched old movies at night. That night, he was working late in his garage. His truck would not start, and he needed it for work the next morning. Then the sky screamed. A loud sound cut through the air. It was not thunder. It was sharp, like metal tearing. Daniel ran outside and looked up. A burning object crossed the sky and crashed behind his house. The ground shook. Daniel should have run away. Any smart person would. But instead, he grabbed a flashlight and walked toward the smoke. Behind his garage, hidden by trees, he found a broken pod. It was not from Earth. And beside it, the alien. The creature collapsed as Daniel approached. It raised one thin hand, not to attack, but to beg. "Help, please," it whispered. Daniel's mind screamed at him to run. To call the police. To forget everything. But the alien was dying. So Daniel did the only thing his heart allowed. He hid the alien in his garage. The alien's name was Kale. Kale was not an invader. He was a fugitive. Daniel learned this slowly over many nights. At first, Kale could barely speak. Daniel cleaned the wounds with water and old medical supplies. He gave Kale food, though Kale only drank water mixed with strange energy from a small broken device. Outside, the news exploded. Unknown object crash reported. Military searching for possible threat. Black helicopters flew over the town. Daniel kept the garage locked. Kale healed fast. Faster than any human. When he was strong enough, he told Daniel the truth. Kale was hunted by his own kind. His people were powerful. They traveled between stars. But they were not kind. They ruled other worlds. They took resources. They destroyed those who resisted. Kale was different. He was a scientist. He believed in peace. He discovered something dangerous. Kale found a way to give weaker species a chance. A technology that could lift a planet from darkness without control or slavery. His leaders called it treason. So Kale ran. And Earth was the closest safe place. Days passed. Soldiers searched the forests. Daniel lived in fear. But something strange happened. Kale began to help. He fixed Daniel's truck in minutes. He cleaned pollution from old oil barrels using light. He healed a stray dog with a touch. Daniel watched everything with wide eyes. If humans had this, Daniel said one night, the world would change. Kale looked at him. "That is why I came," Kale replied. The hunters arrived 1 week later. Daniel felt it before he saw it. The air became heavy. Lights flickered. A deep hum filled the sky. Kale stood up fast. "They found me," he said. Outside, 3 tall figures landed silently. Their armor was dark and alive, moving like shadows. They spoke without mouths. Return the traitor, they demanded. Daniel stepped forward. His hands were shaking. He's not your enemy, Daniel said. The beings laughed. You are insects, they replied. That was when Kale made his final choice. He handed Daniel a small glowing sphere. This holds everything, Kale said. Energy. Medicine. Knowledge. Give it to your people. Not to rulers. To everyone. Daniel's eyes filled with tears. I don't know how, he said. Kale smiled. You will learn. Humans always do. The fight was short. And terrible. Kale used his body to protect Daniel. A blast of life filled the garage. When it ended, the hunters were gone. So was Kale. Only silence remained. The next morning, the world woke up the same. But it would never be the same again. Daniel shared the sphere. At first, no one believed him. Then the impossible happened. Free energy spread. Diseases vanished. Hunger faded. Nations stopped fighting for power. Humanity changed. Not because of war. But because one ordinary man chose kindness over fear. And somewhere among the stars, Kale watched. And smiled.
More feelings are coming. Like, subscribe, and don't miss them.